Hi Sam. I'm excited to see you today. Are you ready to learn a new German word?
Hi Alex. Yes, I am. What word are we learning today?
Today, we will learn,
absolut,
which means absolute in English. It's an interesting word with several meanings.
Oh, that sounds straightforward. What are the different meanings?
Absolutely. It can mean complete or total, as in an absolute truth. However, be careful. There's a false friend here. In English, absolute can imply something is perfect, but in German, it doesn't have that connotation.
That's good to know. So, what about the grammar of
absolut,
absolut,
Is an adjective, so it doesn't have a plural form. You can use it with different articles depending on the noun it describes. For instance, you might say,
das ist eine absolute Wahrheit.
which means that is an absolute truth.
got it. Are there other forms of this adjective?
Yes, it has a comparative form,
Absoluter,
and a superlative form.
am absolutesten,
The opposites could be
relativ, teilweise,
meaning relative or partial.
Interesting. Where does the word
absolut,
come from?
The word comes from Latin,
absolutus,
which means freed or unrestricted. Over time, it evolved in German to mean something complete or total.
That's fascinating. I love learning about word origins.
Now, let's break it down a bit. The prefix means away from, and the root
solut,
relates to loosen or set free. So, it carries the idea of something being fully set free or complete.
That makes sense. It's like building with Lego blocks.
Exactly. And because
absolut,
is not a compound word, we don't have to worry about the head last rule. But if it were, we would follow that to determine gender.
Oh, right. So no extra rules for this one.
Now, let's look at some similar words. For example, there's,
absolvieren,
which means to graduate, the prefix and the root.
solf,
Relate to loosen as well.
That's neat. Any others?
Sure. There's,
absolut,
with,
absolutistisch,
meaning absolute in a political sense. Then you have,
abstrakt,
which means abstract. Both share similar roots.
I see the connection.
Other examples include
absetzen,
meaning to remove, and
absprechen,
meaning to discuss. Each has the prefix, which often conveys the sense of separation or removal.
Wow, that's a lot of information. How can I use
absolut
in real life?
Great question. Here are 3 situations. First, at work, you might say,
das ist absolut notwendig.
meaning that is absolutely necessary.
Let me try.
Das ist absolut notwendig.
Perfect. Next, at a restaurant, you could say,
Ich möchte absolut sicher sein, dass das Essen gut ist.
meaning I want to be absolutely sure the food is good.
Ich möchte absolut sicher sein, dass das Essen gut ist.
Did I get it right?
Yes, you nailed it. Lastly, while traveling, you might say,
Es ist absolut wichtig, die Karte zu haben.
meaning it's absolutely important to have the map.
Es ist absolut wichtig, die Karte zu haben.
This is fun.
For the noun usage of,
Absolut.
remember it's an adjective, so it doesn't have a gender. But you can associate it with things that are complete. Imagine a fully filled glass to help remember its meaning.
That's a great image.
Also, keep in mind that
Absolut.
is generally used in formal contexts. Typical collocations include phrases like
Absolut notwendig. Absolut sicher.
and.
Absolut klar.
What about other words that are similar?
Watch out for words like
Relativ. Bedingt.
which mean relative or conditional. They can be easily confused with
Absolut.
Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of it. Can we practice some example sentences?
sure. Here's one.
Das ist eine absolut gute Idee.
Meaning that is an absolutely good idea.
Das ist eine absolut gute Idee.
Great. Another one could be
Hat absolut recht.
meaning he is absolutely right.
Hat absolut recht.
Fantastic. Let's do a quick recall check. What does
Absolut.
mean?
It means absolute or complete.
Good. Can you give me a comparative form?
Absolute.
Correct. And what is the opposite of
Absolut.
I think it's
Relativ.
exactly? How do you say it is absolutely important in German?
Es ist absolut wichtig.
Perfect. Last question, where does the word come from?
It comes from Latin, right?
Yes. You're doing excellent, Sam.
Thanks, Alex. This was really helpful. What's the key takeaway today?
The key takeaway is that
Absolut.
means absolute and is used to express completeness or certainty. Keep practicing, and soon it will become second nature.
I will. Thanks for being such a great teacher.